The all-new 2024 Model Y and Model 3 are here right now, but you should not buy a Tesla right now. Let me repeat, I do not recommend you buy a Tesla right now. I promise I will explain before you tear me to pieces in the comments below. Plus, we've got a huge new Tesla update coming out with 3 huge new features inside. New Tesla colors are on the horizon and hopefully launching soon. And Tesla is warning that another round of price increases are coming in just a matter of days because they want you to buy now, but I'm gonna go against what Tesla recommends. Let me give you all the latest Tesla news you need to know right now in this video, and also give a big thanks to Reviver for sponsoring this video. They've got an amazing digital license plate. The R plate is here with some really cool features. I'll tell you about that more in just a moment. All right, so first up for today, I've got a bit of warning for anyone looking to buy a new Tesla right now, and that is basically that the secret is out. Prices are going up, and they continue to climb. I think this is the 3rd or 4th price increase this year. Prices are going up, and it's no longer a secret. But now, in an apparent effort to sort of boost those Q1 sales numbers, Tesla's openly warning that a $1,000 price increase is coming to at least some models beginning on April 1st, and this is going to go into effect in a number of countries around the world, including here in the United States and Canada, here in the North American market. This also comes as Tesla is sort of offering a ton of different incentives right now that are live. There's full self-driving transfers that you can do for a limited time. There is a bunch of supercharging miles you can get totally for free. Tesla is very much trying to get people to take delivery before the end of the quarter. We're hearing right now that those Q1 delivery results might be missing the mark and might be a little weak, which is why Tesla is doing all this to boost those numbers. I will, of course, will report what those deliveries happen to be when we get those numbers in. But as of now, if you are on the fence, Tesla's trying to sway you in good ways and bad ways to get your order in now. Though I will say, judging by what I said in the intro of this video, I believe right now is one of the worst times to buy a Tesla, at least for most models, but I promise I'll come back to that in a moment. Won't be clickbait, I promise. I know my opinion is sort of a hot take and is going to make a lot of people mad. And speaking of making a lot of people mad, Rivian owners now join Ford owners in getting full access to thousands and thousands of what once were exclusive Tesla superchargers across North America, thanks to the fact that now Rivian is shipping out that NACS adapter that's going to give them full unfettered access to most stations here in the North American market. All right, with price increases and supercharger station changes out of the way, let's get into the good news of this video. There's a lot of good to talk about, starting first with a new software update that's bringing some nice enhancements and improvements. Tesla is now rolling out a new update. I believe the number here is 2024.8 or something like that. It's going to bring some nice improvements, quality of life stuff. You've got bolder, easier to read turn signals because sometimes they weren't always super apparent if your signal was on. That's now here. A new and improved Wi-Fi and Bluetooth menu is here as well. That's going to make things much easier. Tesla is also continuing to roll out their adaptive headlight feature, which is really cool, and it's making a big difference for many around the world. So that is cool to see. Hopefully it comes to more vehicles soon. And then also there is new evidence that suggests that Tesla is finally, after a long time, restoring many of those missing full self-driving features. So Smart Summon, Auto Park, and I'm missing the last one. I guess it's Smart Summon. So Summon, Smart Summon, and Auto Park are now returning in a new update soon as Tesla is finally fixing the bugs and also giving us a new feature in there as well, which could be really cool if it works as Elon says it will. So according to those who have dug into the source code here, both Auto Park and Summon will be returning to Teslas as soon as next month. Remember, when Tesla moved to the Vision system back in the fall of 2022, many of these features broke on newer Teslas. So if you have a Tesla from the fall of 2022 or newer and you have full self-driving, whether you buy or subscribe, those features will come back. Obviously, as the name suggests, Auto Park will allow the Tesla to automatically park itself, parallel park, and park into a parking space. And then Summon is the ability to sort of have your car go forward and backward. There's also one other feature called Smart Summon, which the idea of it was cool, but it never worked as intended. I guess it would work, but if you were like in an empty parking lot and you're willing to risk your car, basically the idea of Smart Summon was that you could have your phone in your hand, you could be standing at the edge of the parking lot, maybe you just walked out of a store and you don't want to go to your car, and you could summon your car to you, and the car, in theory, would back out of the space, drive or back up and then drive to wherever you were, sort of following the signal of your phone. And you, obviously, while this is going on, would have your hand on here controlling at least start or stop what the car was going to do. The car obviously was in control of what it was doing on its own. You were just sort of telling it to stop or start. And I'll show you the videos that you can sort of see for yourself here. In an empty parking lot, it worked, but in a crowded situation like this, it was a little risky. I certainly would not risk my car at all in this situation. So some of you out there who are doing this are braver than me. But if you wanted that to return to your Tesla, it now should be returning, but also with a twist. Not only is Smart Summon supposedly getting better, but also there's a new feature called Reverse Smart Summon, or actually Smart Summon. Basically, the idea of this, as presented by Elon, would be the reverse of Smart Summon. So with Smart Summon, you stand in one place, you call your car to get you, it'll back out of its parking space and come find you. Reverse Smart Summon is the opposite. You're driving in your car, you hop out, maybe you're going into the movies, you're going to the grocery store, you're going into work, and then you can have the car go park itself. So it's sort of using the different Tesla technologies, sort of the full self-driving beta, auto park, and I guess sort of to a certain extent summon, to drive itself to a parking spot, figure out how to maneuver around other obstacles, and then park itself. This, according to Elon, has been in the works for a while now and may be coming, according to this code, into this next update, which is going to be very interesting to see if it's going to happen or not and if it'll work or not. I'm curious, for those of you who are interested down below, just answer this question. Would you trust this system? Have you tried advanced sort of Smart Summon before? Did it work well for you or not? And would you trust it in a real life situation in a parking lot at your grocery store or your office? Let me know down below, but hopefully we should be seeing some new videos of this soon because, again, according to code from Tesla, should be launching in an update as soon as next month. Now, no matter which Tesla model you own, which one you might be eyeing to put in your garage, or really no matter if you've got an EV or not, I really want to tell you guys about one major accessory upgrade that you've got to give to your vehicle, especially if you own an EV, and if you own a Tesla, it's going to look amazing, and that is a swap from this to this. This, my friends, is a digital license plate. It's the R plate made by this video sponsor, Reviver. After having this on my Model 3 for the past couple of weeks, it's amazing. I love it. And there are 3 big advantages with this digital license plate, with the R plate, that you've got to know about. First things first is security. Not only is it really easy to install R plate and it's going to look super sleek, it's a really simple process, but it's also extremely secure. Not only is the plate itself sort of tamper-proof, and if someone was to somehow jerry-rig it off, it's automatically going to notify you on your app and also display a custom message on the license plate itself, letting anyone know around it that it's been removed, but also it keeps your registration sticker safe and secure because it's, well, digital. Obviously, the second big benefit, one that I, and I'm sure many of you guys are going to love, is the personalization and customization aspect here. The companion Reviver app lets you sort of dive deep into the settings and switch up different things. You can switch between a light mode or a dark mode. You can add a personalized message on the bottom of your plate, like some custom text. You can do custom emojis, just a lot of cool stuff. And number 3, another big one for me is convenience, because with the R plate, you only have to do all your registration digitally within the Reviver app. There's no having to go to DMV kiosks or place stickers on your car or anything like that. What's funny about this as well is I could have used this is that just a couple of weeks ago, my Model Y's registration was up for renewal and they sent the tags to the wrong address. So it was a whole weekend of phone calls and running around and going to this and that. If I just had an R plate on there, I could have saved myself hours of frustration because it would have just sort of renewed and clicked over and been good to go. Because again, no physical little sticker I've got to put anywhere on the plate. Hardware-wise, the design is great. It's super sleek. It's waterproof, freeze-proof, heat-proof. And again, this just stands out in all the best ways. It is a head turner. It's amazing and totally legal to drive with it anywhere in North America, but are only legal to purchase in California, Arizona, and Michigan right now. If you want to learn more and check out our plate for yourself today and give your vehicle a much-needed upgrade, hit the link right down below in the description to learn more and get an R plate for your car today. I've also got some exciting updates on the all-new Model 3 Performance that is going to be making its debut very, very soon. Some sources say as early as next month or sometime in May, this all-new Model 3 Performance or Model 3 Ludicrous will be making its debut. And according to all the leaks and photos we see of this thing, it just keeps getting better and better and better. New photos confirm an all-new feature on the interior of this car, and that is a carbon fiber dashboard material. We've got, is it a suede or Alcantara, sort of a soft touch material on the long range? I think the standard range model has a bit of a more basic material, but if you opt for the performance, the creme de la creme of your Model 3 lineup, this is going to have a carbon fiber dashboard, sort of similar to what we've got over in the Model X and Model S Plaid. So if you want some carbon fiber in your Model 3 performance, that's going to be here. Of course, that's going to join a host of other exclusive features just for this car. You've got the new sports wheels, you've got the new sports seats, which look really, really nice. You've got an all-new improved suspension, you've got an improved rear spoiler, and then of course, all the other new Model 3 creature comforts here. You've got the rear screen, you've got cooled seats, you've got the better display, the better sound system. Basically, Model 3 Ludicrous, Model 3 Performance, is shaping up to be a really exciting update because, again, according to some regulatory filings, this is going to have a plaid motor inside, giving it a sub 3 second 0 to 60 time. So if all of the rumors turn out to be true, which they're looking more and more likely by the day they are true, this is going to be a really insane car for a pretty reasonable price that won't break the bank. One of the big questions right now is, will this qualify for any federal incentives or not? We don't know as of right now, but this car is basically entering its final stages of testing, should be releasing soon, and according to all these leaks, I mean, look at it for yourself. It looks absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to see this thing finally make its debut. All right, next up, I want to talk about some good news and some bad news as it relates to new Teslas. As usual, I guess on the good news here, Tesla is making a number of interesting improvements and upgrades to their lineup, but as we've seen lately, they're only happening over in China. It'd be really great to see Tesla bring these outside of the Chinese market to other parts of the world, but right now it's only in China. For example, on the Model S and Model X, any paint color you want is now free, which is something Tesla used to do everywhere internationally, but then they stopped that a couple of months ago. No longer a thing, which is kind of a bummer, but it is in China. And also they've got these new puddle lights that are apparently OEM installed at the factory there for Model 3, built into the all-new Model 3. Again, only in the Chinese market. The Chinese market also has some features like 3D maps. You've got the different lane assist features built in the software. There's a app store built in. There's a red light countdown mode. Even a Model Y refresh that's only available in the Chinese market, not available anywhere else, is up for grabs there, and not anywhere else. Obviously, the Chinese EV market is ultra competitive. Tesla is feeling the pressure there, so they're doing more things to appeal to that audience. But it also does sort of make you wonder why they don't do that everywhere else, because the Model Y could use some love there. But just to let you know, that is happening in China. We have seen Tesla bring some features from China over to the other markets, so could see these come, but as of right now, only available over there. But speaking of free Tesla colors, I should mention that growing evidence suggests that we actually could be getting a number of new colors for the Model Y here in North America, at least in the United States. We've now seen multiple photos captured in different locations of a Quicksilver Model Y at Tesla's corporate offices. We've seen it on multiple occasions at Giga Texas. We've now seen it in Fremont, and there's a lot of chatter in the Tesla community that Quicksilver might be debuting beyond the European market and beyond the Chinese market over to the United States market and maybe the broader North American market very soon. So if you want a Quicksilver Model Y, that might be coming soon. Also, there's been speculation maybe Midnight Cherry could be coming over here, though it might compete a little bit too much with Ultra Red. And then one more color option has been sort of in the rumor mill for a while, and that is a new blue, a replacement to the deep blue metallic, possibly abyss blue, according to some leaked Tesla code from a while ago. We had some drone footage that sort of showed what this could look like. But basically, some new color options could be coming to the Model Y very soon here in the United States. Okay, now let's get into the drama of this video. The section that I know is going to piss a lot of people off, but I get the question a lot, so I figured I'd give you my honest answer. And that is, should I buy a Tesla right now? Yes or no? Should I buy now, take advantage of the savings? Should I wait? What should I do? Judging by what I said in the intro of this video, I think right now is a bad time to buy a couple of different Tesla models. I would personally wait. I'm telling everyone I know to wait. Here's my explanation as to why, and you can feel free to disagree with me in the comments down below, because I know I'm going to catch some heat for this. Let me do the simple answer first. If you're looking to buy a Model 3, I think right now is actually a really good time to buy, with one big caveat, and that is if you're looking at the long-range model and you're sort of on the fence about going with a Model 3 Performance. If you do appreciate that mind-bending, stomach-churning acceleration, if you appreciate some of the sportier features like carbon fiber accents and a spoiler and the sport seats and stuff like that, basically, if you want the performance, I would opt to wait for the performance because it's right on the cusp of being launched versus going with a long range just to scratch the immediate itch right now, so to speak, to use a weird analogy, and get a vehicle now. The reason I say that is because I lived this myself. I had this my own experience here with this. I made a video about this a while ago when I bought my Model Y long range. I really wanted the Model Y Performance, but I just couldn't justify it at the time. Prices were insane. I thought, oh, the long range is good enough. And don't get me wrong, a long range Tesla is an amazing Tesla, still better than any gas car out there. But I was craving more. I wanted more performance. I wanted some of the performance accents and stuff. And yes, there's an aftermarket community, and yeah, there's the acceleration boost, but I'll say that right now, where prices stand, and given that Model 3s already don't qualify for federal incentives and stuff like that, if you want a performance, I would certainly wait because according to all the leaks and all the rumors, which take with a grain of salt, but still, the Model 3 Performance or Ludicrous is shaping up to be really, really worth the wait. So I would definitely recommend waiting just a bit to see if that does launch in the next month or so because it definitely looks to be good. Then comes my recommendation for the Model Y, which again, I know is going to catch me a lot of heat. And let me say this very clearly. The current Model Y lineup as it stands is amazing. Great pricing, especially before that price increase comes. Federal incentives are really good, especially here in the United States. Some really good discounts you can take advantage of. Tesla is obviously heavily advertising this. They're great cars with a great design, great feature set, great versatility. Model Y, let me make this abundantly clear, is a really amazing car, and buying one is not a bad move. You're not making a horrible mistake. Though I will personally say that if I was in the market for a Model Y, and for those who have asked me who I know, I will tell you, I would wait because of what is coming next. From what we've heard and what we've seen Tesla do with the Model 3 Highland is some pretty amazing sets of upgrades. You're getting better suspension. You're getting the creature comforts of the cooled seats in the rear display. You're getting a much better acoustically treated cabin that is much quieter. All of those upgrades put together for me are going to be worth waiting for. And I know that the timeline for many isn't ideal. We're looking at least late 2024, early 2025. But after driving the new Model 3 and sort of living with the current Model Y and testing all these things, in my experience and in my opinion, I believe it is very, very much worth the wait because of everything new you're getting, the new design, all the aforementioned upgrades. I think that what you're buying right now is a really great car, but you're buying a Model Y that's sort of at the end of its heyday, a design that's a bit, I don't want to say it's a bit tired, but it's a bit less competitive. It doesn't have its edge like it used to. It's sort of a dime a dozen these days, and I think that what the new Model Y Juniper is going to provide is a really great refresh in all the right ways, and especially given Tesla's track record of pricing really doesn't change all that much, and especially if those federal incentives stick around, which I, admittedly will say is a gamble, you're getting a really great car, really great upgrade for a very similar price. Again, let me make this crystal clear that the current Model Y is an amazing car. I love it. And I know that this is not a blanket, statement. It's not a blanket advice that I can give to everyone. It applies to everyone. Everyone's situations are different. But if you're asking me, hey, Robert, should I buy a Model Y right now or should I wait? Personally, I would tell you to wait because I do think it's going to be worth it. Yes, it's going to not be as soon as the Model 3 Performance. You're going to be waiting a little bit of time, at least probably 6 months, maybe a year until this thing comes. But I do think it's going to be worthwhile. And I think that trying to buy right now, then try to sell later and get the new one, and that's just going to be a mistake. I'd personally wait if you can. If you can't, buy a Model Y, enjoy it, enjoy those incentives. But if you're asking my unsolicited advice, I would say wait for the new Model Y Juniper because it seems to be really, really good and will be a much better car to serve you for years and years to come. So I'm curious, guys, what are your thoughts on the video topics today? Your thoughts on the Tesla news of the week, your thoughts on actually Smart Summon, on my Model Y, Model 3 buying advice, your thoughts on the changes Tesla's making. Let me know your thoughts down below. Also, before we wrap up, just want to give a big thanks and shout out to Tesloid for supporting this channel. They've got some amazing Tesla accessories. Their website's basically like a one-stop shop for some of the best ways to upgrade your Tesla. Interior upgrades, exterior upgrades. One of my favorites here are their wheel covers that look look incredible for Model 3 and Model Y. They've got floor mats, they've got ways to add extra USB ports to your Tesla, and so much more. I've got a couple of my favorite Tesla accessories I've got linked down below in the description under the best Tesla accessories category there, but if you want to learn more and check out what Tesloid has to offer, hit the link down below to learn more about some pretty incredible ways to upgrade your Tesla and just some awesome general Tesla accessories that I know you guys are gonna love. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. As you can see, I'm in a little bit of a different setup here. I am in the process of building out a new studio. I just did a big move, and this is sort of temporary for now, so bear with me as I make some changes and fix the camera and the lighting and the audio and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys staying with me. If you've made it this far in the video, drop the gift icon, the emoji below, like, you know, like the little present with the bow and all that, like drop that below. That'll let me know you made it to the very end of the video. And for you guys, I've got something special, which I will announce soon. So drop that down below, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that typical stuff that helps the YouTube system do its thing. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. As always, I am Robert Rosenfeld. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.